and welcome to Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. Today we're on the court at Colonia High School for a boys basketball game between visiting Woodbridge and host Colonia. Both teams come in at 4-1, both having excellent years so far. And it is always a big game between these two schools, actually no matter what the sport. And here we go for the tip. Number 30 for Colonia is James Currett. He's joined by number 15, Noah Taylor, number 5, Anthony Gooden, number 2, Jaden Jones, and number 4, Aiden Durkak. Their Woodbridge team, 0, Kendall Pala, 3, Micah Eason, 5, Jace Green. Shot number 30, up and in for the Patriots, and that is James Currett. Also on the court for Woodbridge, we have number 32, Nadino Joseph, number 15, Brian Anderson. Up, no good. Loose ball, picked up by Woodbridge. Five drives, dishes off, picked off by Aiden Durkak, and here he comes right past everybody, up and not in. Rebound by Colonia and blocked and controlled by Woodbridge. 3-on-1, gets it down to number 3, who loses the ball, and he's fouled. Colonia looks significantly bigger than Woodbridge does. On the line now for Woodbridge, number 3, Micah Eason. Swishes the first one. We've seen him in a couple different sports over the years. And it's 2-2. Head coach of Woodbridge, Jonathan Tuzinski, stolen by Woodbridge. That's Eason. Gets it over to 15, Brian Anderson. Up, walk. Chase Green, bit of a travel, and it's Colonia ball. Into Durkak from Jones. Jones still wearing number 2 that he wears playing football. Star of that Colonia team, had a good year this year. Down low to number 30, and it's tipped, but oh, beautiful pass to number 15, up and in. Noah Taylor. Travel by Eason. 2 travels in a row against Colonia. This is the Eric LeGrand Holiday Tournament, and you might see, and you saw before the game, both teams out for a picture with the great Eric LeGrand. He's over in the corner there watching his alma mater, Colonia High School. He's from Avenel. Aiden Durkak up with the rebound. It gets fouled. Don't have any stats. Would always be helpful, but well, we do have some. Let's see how old they are. Durkak up and in. His first points. Oh, this is an individual game. No, we need something cumulative. Yeah, we need something cumulative. Aiden Durkak, no good. Rebound, Nadino Joseph. Here comes Eason. Over to Green. Over to Anderson. Picked off by Durkak. He came back to get the feed when Jones was in trouble. But both coaches are on the court now. Picked off, oh, the foul. Both coaches are 3 feet onto the floor. Saw a lane, but it closed quickly. Here's Green under a lot of pressure. Rebound, Durkak, and foul. Pressure by Woodbridge in the back court now. Here comes Durkak. Oh, tries to get it down low. Swatted away, but controlled by Colonia. That's Anthony Gooden. Good bit of movement there, and up and no good. Rebound controlled by Eason. He's got Green. Green got it down low to number 12 now, who's in the game, Jordan Williams-Byron. Or did I get that right? No, that's is it 12 or 22? Can't see. It is 22. Ricardo Reyes. Anderson, 32. That was Nadino Joseph. He's been in the game, my bad. Long range, no good. Rebound, Jones, and here they come. Up and in for Jaden Jones. 4 different people have scored now for Colonia. They take a 7-2 lead over the visitors, who only have 2 foul shots. Here comes Eason. He's got it himself. Dishes it off to Joseph. Blocked by Curate. Eason takes this one himself. Almost blocked, up and in. So he's got 4. All 4 for Woodbridge. Fierce defense now, both sides. Jones looking for help. Gets it over to, foul. In the game now, number 1 for Colonia, that's Dylan Conklin. Out goes Durkak. Also in the game for Woodbridge, 11, Derek Anderson. Replaces Eason. And we got Kendall Pala now. Nadino Joseph, Brian Anderson, Derek Anderson. And who's the 10th? Where's the 5th guy? Where is he? 32, 15, 11. Oh, number 12. That's Jordan Williams-Byron. For Colonia, which these numbers are not in order, makes it very difficult. Number 1 is Zach Smith, and a shot, and swishes by number 5, Anthony Gooden. And that was a 3. Now 5 different scores for Colonia. Short. Rebound, Anderson. See, if I just say rebound Anderson, I got a 40% chance of being right. Long range, no good. Follows his shot. Not many people do that. Jones, no good, short. Durkak coming back in the game now, and along with number 32, Dylan Conklin. Out goes number 2, Jones. Out goes number 30, James Curate. Anderson to Anderson. They're joined now by Nadino Joseph. I said this, Jordan Williams-Byron and Kendall Pala. Pala out to Anderson. Nice give and go. Nice again, up and in. No good. I thought it would be up and in. Wow, he was right there. On the court for the Patriots now, we have Zach Smith, Anthony Gooden, Noah Taylor, Hayden Durkak, and Dylan Conklin. 10-4 Patriots, 2:27 to go. 4 fouls each. In and out. Colonia's held Woodbridge to 1 field goal, 2 foul shots. No good again. Taylor with the rebound. He's a big dude. Probably the most muscular guy on the court. Well, probably, by far. Up and in. Number 5, Anthony Gooden gets 2. Here comes Anderson. No good. Woodbridge not getting their shots to fall. Pressure by Woodbridge. Colonia gets it down the court. Good piece of dribbling there, but short, and it's a foul. So for Colonia, Gooden and Taylor are seniors. Curate and Conklin. Curate and Jones are juniors. And Turkak's a freshman. In and out. For Woodbridge, the seniors, the only one playing is Kendall Pala. They also have Aiden Castro and Casey D'Souza. Juniors, Micah Eason, Jace Green, Jordan Williams-Byron, and Ryan Surpris. Sophomores, Derek and Brian Anderson and Ricardo Reyes. Oh, no, sorry. Ricardo Reyes is a freshman. I want to remind everybody we are live on Facebook and YouTube. And number 5 sinks the free throw. He's got 6 of his team's 13 points now, Anthony Gooden. So live on Facebook and YouTube. Something to do in the middle of a long range. It's a good 3-pointer from Derek Anderson. That was needed. And up and in by Kendall Pala. Off some fierce defense by Woodbridge. They got the turnover, capitalized right away. Pressure still on by Woodbridge. Coach still on the court. One minute to go. Here comes Turkak, gets it back down low, and he's fouled. He wasn't fouled. Here comes Woodbridge again. Good pass up top. Up and in, number 1. Aiden Castro gets it 2, and it's 13-11. Fierce pressure by Woodbridge now, and it worked there 2 plays in a row. First quarter, this is fierce. Stolen by Anderson. Here he comes himself. Nice play. 15 is Brian Anderson. And it's a tie game from 13-4. It's now 13-13. Mockingbird Lane. A lot of you don't know what that means. You'd have to be pretty close to my generation to know it. Foul on Brian Anderson. That's the address of the Munsters. The famous Munsters. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. And Herman Munster worked for Gateman, Goodberry, and Graves, or otherwise known as the Funeral Parlor. 2 different actresses played Marilyn. I think one was long one. Wow, at the buzzer. Anthony Gooden with a huge shot at the buzzer to break the tie. He's got 9 in the first quarter, 2 for Noah Taylor, 2 for James Curate, 2 for Jaden Jones, 1 for Aiden Durkak. That spells 16. It also adds up to 16. For Woodbridge, Kendall Pala has 2, Aiden Castro has 2, Micah Eason has 4, Derek Anderson 3, and Brian Anderson 2. 8-11-13, that one works. Can't think of the second name of who played Maryland. I think it was Pat Priest was one of them. Of course, you had Yvonne DiCarlo playing Lily. You had Al Lewis playing Grandpa. Fred Gwynn playing Herman. Butch Patrick playing Eddie. What was the other? There was, the black sheep of the family was was Marilyn, because both actresses were very attractive, unlike the rest of the family, which, to be nice, weren't. Oh, Pat Priest. Not going to think of that one. And we're ready for the second quarter. As we said, both teams coming in at 4-1. At halftime, I'll try to get a list of who beat who, or lost to who. I know Colonia had a big game against St. Joe's. I'm not sure if it was a tournament or not, but they went to 3 overtimes. They were now 28-5, I was told. End of the first quarter, I guess, they got a 3-pointer, or maybe into the first half. But then they just blew it up in the second half. The first time they led was in the first overtime. At least, again, I didn't see the game, is what I'm told. So for Woodbridge, we have number 1, Aiden Castro. Number 11 is Derek Anderson. Number 3 is Micah Eason. Number 31 is Casey D'Souza. He's first time called his name. All alone. Oh, he walked. No, he didn't get called for it. Aiden Durkak with his first field goal. Foot. So where was I? It was Micah Eason, number 3. Number 11 is Derek Anderson. Number 1 is Aiden Castro. Number 0 is Kendall Pala. And number 31 is Casey D'Souza. For Colonia, number 4 is Aiden Durkak. Number 5 is Anthony Gooden. Number 23, there is no 23 on the roster. Number 15 is the big man, Noah Taylor. And number 30 is James Curett. Sorry for the family of 23, but we don't know who it is. If you do, send me, you know my number, send me a text. So out went Castro for Woodbridge. Let me see if I can figure out who came in. It was number 5, Jace Green. Looks like tipped away. So Woodbridge with a furious rally to go from down 9 to tied. Now they've been down 5. Tried to get it down low, lost it. Durkak picked it up, gets it down to Green. Green stops, pops, in and out, rebound. Noah Taylor blocked. Rebound Anderson, looked around but kept it himself. Takes it himself. A lot going on there. Foul on number 30, it looks like. James Curett. 5 fouls in Colonia now, 6 on Woodbridge. Not many shooting fouls, so the game's going rather quickly. In fact, there've only been 4 points scored on foul shots. Long, no good. Rebound Taylor over to Durkak. Durkak's the guard. He's got to be 6'5" or better. Playing guard, freshman guard. Comes from a long line of terrific basketball players. Starting with his father, who's in the 1,000-point club. Foul on Kendall Pala. So we were talking last week at the game, the girls' game between Woodbridge and Colonia, and we made a mistake. We talked about Tominski's being Coach Tominski, 1,000-point scorer at Woodbridge. His wife, Heidi, 1,000-point scorer at, I think he said Eastern Christian, someplace up north, and then the daughter at Woodbridge. And we thought Chiara's were similar. And Taylor sinks a shot. But it's Justin Chiara who scored 1,000 for Colonia, not Chris Chiara, so we were wrong. There's not another mother, father, daughter. We talked about how rare it is for mother, father, daughter, 1,000-point scores. Father, son, mother, daughter, father, daughter. And Taylor puts the lead back up to 7. But mother, father, daughter, there's still only one we know of, and that's Tominski's. There might be more. Anderson penetrates, pulls it back, tries to get it off, and he gets passed out of bounds. And it's Colonia ball. They're looking for a tip call, but no, and a timeout Woodbridge. Is that Gio? I'm supposed to be joined by Gio Baker from Rutgers to help call the game, and I think that's him over talking to Eric, but he might not see me in the stands. I'm kind of buried in between everybody. It's like, where's Waldo? Let me see if I can give him a text. I am in the stands. So at this point, maybe he'll join us for the second half. He did say he couldn't stay the whole time. Gio has a clinic, a camp, I should say, over at the club at Woodbridge. Of course, he's a famous Rutgers basketball player from last year when they went to the NCAA's. Disappointing first game there, a play-in game. After the great season that they had. Very exciting season. Here's Aiden Durkak, long range, bang, zoom with 3. And just like that, the lead is back up to 10. So it was 9, then it was 0, and now it's 10. So let's see if Woodbridge has another rally in it. Wide open, Jaden Jones, no good. Boy, Durkak was almost to the top of the backboard. Blocked. Great play by Jace Green, takes it himself. Put a little bit too much on that shot, being as close as he was. And a foul. Boy, this has to be the most uncomfortable place to call a basketball game. Maybe I'm just too big. Gooden makes the first one. Substitution now. Brian Anderson comes in for Kendall Palla. And sinks the second one. Gooden now has 11 points. The lead at 12, largest lead of the game for Colonia. Pressure again, everybody's all over there. Number 30 coming back in the game now for Colonia. James Curate. Out goes number 23, the unknown player. Number 2 in the game, Jaden Jones. Number 5, Anthony Gooden. Number 4, Aiden Durkak. Number 30, James Curate. And number 15, Noah Taylor. Open look, in and out, rebound, Curate. Jaden Jones, we said before, a pure athlete. Give and go to Aiden Durkak, up and in, and he's got 8 now. Somebody hit somebody there. Assistant coaches for Colonia. Anderson sinks it. And that's the first points of the second quarter for Colonia. Assistant coaches Edwin Santana, Danny Bricks, Eric Lambarakis, and Brian Alone. Missed the second one. Rebound chased down by Jones. Pressure by Woodbridge. Gets it out to Durkak. Still pressure. Over to Jones. Got a man down, but he takes it and he makes it. Way down. Tipped by Durkak. Went out of bounds. And now number 32, Dylan Conklin, coming back in for a club. No, they're going to be a timeout by somebody. Wow, what a swing here, folks. 13 to 4, 13 to 13, now 29 to 14. A 16-1 run by Colonia. All in this second quarter. Woodbridge ball underneath. We got Jones, Durkak, Curate, up and in by number 15, Brian Anderson, has the first field goal for Woodbridge this quarter. Good pressure again, but Jones keeps it, takes it himself, and it's up and in. Didn't look like the prettiest shot in the world, but it worked. So they match buckets, and that'd be perfectly fine for Colonia right now to match scoring with a huge 15-point lead. Up and no good, rebound, Conklin. Colonia ball. Pressure in the backcourt now by Woodbridge, which they've been doing most of the game. And it really worked in that one stretch. Timeout, Colonia. 2:47 to go. Right now, Anthony Gooden has 11. Noah Taylor has 4. James Curate 2. Jaden Jones 6. Aiden Durkak 8. For Woodbridge, Kendall Pala has 2. Aiden Castro has 2. Micah Eason has 4. Derek Anderson has 4. And Brian Anderson has 4. And Durkak will throw it in. 2:47 to go. 15-point lead for Colonia. Here's Jones. To Durkak, back to Jones. Down to Curate. Tipped away by Anderson. Didn't really look like a foul. But they're closer than I am. Zach Smith, and nope. Jaden Jones is, well, who's he going out? No, he's just going to talk to the coach. Curate has a foul shot. So we got Smith and Jones, alias Smith and Jones, another old TV show. But Jones is out now. And Gooden back in. Curate now has 4. And he promptly goes to the bench. So Conklin, Taylor, Durkak, Gooden, and Smith. Eason, Green, Anderson, and Williams-Byron for Woodbridge. Long shot and good by number 3. Micah Eason gets a 3. Still pressure, amazing pressure by Woodbridge. Durkak makes it look easy. Coast to coast, up with the left hand. 11 long range Anderson and out, no good. Rebound Durkak. Over to Taylor. .121 to go. Conklin gets a deuce, his first points of the game. And Woodbridge has opened, Colonia has opened up an 18-point lead. Anderson in, or was that Anderson? No, that was Eason. He's fouled. In and out. In the game now for Woodbridge, number 31, Casey D'Souza back in. And number 0, Kendall Pala back in. Out goes number 32, Nadino Joseph. Out goes 12, Jordan Williams-Byron. And looks like, no, that was not Byron. Byron's coming in next. And Eason gets a point. He's up to 8. 37-20, just over a minute to go at 105. No pressure now by Woodbridge. First time in a while. Down low to Aiden Durkak, back out, but nobody there. And he's fouled. Well, he wasn't. He thinks he was fouled. Guess not. Nine fouls for Woodbridge, 8-4 Colonia now. Almost threw that away. Down low to Noah Taylor by Good, and what a play. That was pretty. And if Taylor can sink this, it'll double up the score. In the game now for Colonia, number 3, Charles Hommel. Out goes Jones. Oh, no double. Here comes Woodbridge. Takes it himself. Looked like Conklin got a clean block, but they called a foul. Not sure on who yet. Foul is on 03 for Colonia, which is Charles Hommel. Chase Green gets his first point of the game. He's been playing a good game, good hard game. Out goes Conklin. Back in comes Jones. So Jones, Gooden, Durkak, and Green sinks another one. Rodriguez is 4 feet onto the court. Up, no good, but he's fouled. That was Jones for Colonia. Conklin ready to check back in. Number 3 is in the game now with Charles Hommel. I mentioned him before. So Hommel, Gooden, Taylor, Jones, and Durkak for Colonia. D'Souza, Green, Paula, Anderson, and Williams Byron. So Jones hits 1. No, he didn't. Did he miss that? Yeah, he missed that. But not that one. And now 2.3 seconds. Let's see what Woodbridge does. Probably heaves it up, gets it to somebody to just throw it as far as they can. Would have gone. Would have been good if it went. So the half ends. Colonia 40, Woodbridge 22. Stay with us, folks.
I am what hunger looks like in America.
I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I am a 16-year-old boy who just got my first job to help feed my little sisters. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
And we're back on the court at Colonia High School. John McCormick, your mayor and part-time sportscaster. I am joined by the great Geo Baker of Rutgers basketball fame, a terrific player who is a sort of an employee of Woodbridge Townships, and that he has the camps, or clinics, I should say, over at the club at Woodbridge. Welcome, Geo.
I appreciate you for having me. I'm happy to be here, happy to be at the game.
So let me give you a chance to do a little quick commercial. Tell me about your business over there. Oh, we're going to go on TV. Look at that.
Oh, we're on TV too.
Yeah, check that out,
perfect.
man. This is famous. You're famous.
Perfect.
So tell me about should I call them camps, not clinics, or clinics, not camps?
Yeah, so I mean, it's basically just skills training. So, I started over at the club at Woodbridge, and, a lot of these kids here actually, have been coming to the workouts, and it's basically just an hour and a half of skills and drills. So doing all the drills that I did as a kid, and I was very fortunate to have a mentor who watched over me as a basketball player, but also as a man, and he taught me a lot of the different skills about basketball and of life, and that's what I'm trying to do with them. And I show them all the same drills that I learned as a kid, and I try to instill all the same stuff that I learned in terms of making an impact in the community and in school, and the ways that you're supposed to be as a man.
Impact them growing up, not just athletically,
exactly.
But emotionally, mentally.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so it's been really fun, and then we also added some baseball training as well.
Yep, so Justin Silva, right?
Yeah, yes sir. Shout out to Justin Silva, and he's been doing a great job too with some pitching lessons.
And we're always looking now. We could use football quarterback training. We could look at baseball infield training, hitting, you name it. We're looking for more action. In fact, Justin Silva heard me talking about this somewhere, somehow on TV, and he said, I got to call up and see if I can get in there, and he did.
Yeah, no, it's been great, and hopefully we can start to, like you said, expand to other sports, and get some more trainers on board and just help the community. Like, I think the good part about it is that the kids love it, and that's the best part.
Right, exactly. So we're the game here. It's 40 Colonia, 22 Woodbridge. So just so the history of it, Colonia got up 13-4. Woodbridge went on a fierce run, tied it at 13, and then Colonia went up, scored on a 16-1 run, and took the huge lead back. Now they lead by 18 at the half. So for Woodbridge, we have number 3 is Micah Eason, number 15, Brian Anderson, number 5 is Jace Green, number 32 is Nadino Joseph, and number 0 is Kendall Pala. Expect you to know all these names in about 5 minutes. For Colonia, number 4 is Aiden Durkak, number 2 is Jaden Jones, number 5 is Anthony Gooden, number 15 Noah Taylor, and number 30 is James Currit.
It's funny. Every single person on the court has actually come
really?
to the club. Yeah, every single kid.
You recognize every single one?
Every single kid has been.
Wow.
Yeah.
Currit leads off the scoring in the second half with 2. Anderson, Pala, Green, Eason, whistle. First half scoring for Colonia. Dylan Conklin had 2. Anthony Gooden had 11. Noah Taylor had 6. James Currit had 4. Jaden Jones had 7. And Aiden Durkak had 10. For Woodbridge, 2 each for Kendall Pala and Aiden Castro. Also Jace Green. Shot up. Who shot that? Who shot that?
That was Kendall. Kendall made that one, number
Kendall?
0. Yeah.
See, I knew I was going to miss a score if I did the stats. All alone, bang! Number 30 with the dunk, James Currit. He's got 4. He had 4 the whole first half. He's got 4 here in the first minute of the second half. And let me finish. So 2 for Green, Castro, and Pala. 8 for Micah Eason, who's got the ball now, and he dishes and loses it to Aiden Durkak, and he's going to get it. Oh, nice play right below the legs. You teach that in the camp?
No, yeah, we didn't teach that one. That was a good play, though.
A little foul there. And we have 4 for Derek Anderson, 4 for Brian Anderson. So first half, 40-22. So you do a little play-by-play?
You can go out with the play-by-play. So I'm more of the analyst.
You're the color guy.
Yeah,
okay, all right, gotcha.
Bring the little basketball plays.
So you do a little announcing for Rutgers.
I am. I haven't done any play-by-play, so you just caught me crazy off guard. But
all right.
But I've been doing a little bit of the analyst, and it's been really fun.
No good. Rebound, number 32, Nadino Joseph gets it over to Eason. Eason drives, back to Pala. Back to Eason.
Pass.
In and out, rebound. Oh, nice play there by 32. Here comes. Oh, no good.
Tough one.
That was Anthony Gooden.
Woodbridge is undefeated right now, right?
They're both 4-1.
They're both 4-1.
So that reminds me, good segue. Colonia has beaten Hunter Central, South Brunswick, St. Joe's in triple overtime, and J.P. Stevens, and lost to Westfield. Woodbridge beat Union City, Edison, Sayreville, Perth Amboy, and lost to South Plainfield. Here comes Aiden, loses it, gets it back. Finds Taylor, long range for him. Rebound, Anthony Gooden, no good. Rebound, Taylor, block. Beautiful block there by number 32, Nadino Joseph. And here's Jaden down low to number 30, James Currit. Now he's got 6 this half.
He's going on a little scoring run himself.
Are you, do you do all the home games in Rutgers or select games or what?
Select games right now. So the main guy who does all the color, he's been getting called up to Big Ten Network to do a couple of TV time. Yeah, so he's getting some TV time. So they asked me to jump in and just fill in for him whenever he's not there. And it's been great. So, but it's really just depending on if he jumps up to Big Ten, and then I'll just kind of slide into that spot.
Is that something you've wanted to do, or they just say, hey, let me call Geo Baker?
So they reached out to me. It wasn't something that I kind of was looking for, but I'm a basketball junkie at heart. I mean, I'm sitting here on a Thursday, watching Woodbridge, Colonia. I love basketball in general, and then of course I love Rutgers. So being able to talk basketball, and all those guys were my teammates last year. So being able to root for them and give my analysis, I love it.
What do you think of the team this year?
Of Rutgers, I think it's great. I mean, they're playing super hard. They're top 3 defense in the country right now, and I think a lot of people weren't expecting that. And those guys are laser focused. Whenever they lose a game, the next day they're on top of it. Coach Peichel does an amazing job.
He's amazing. I'm not the junkie you are in basketball, but boy, I read about him, and I love what he says, and I love what he does.
Yeah, and the great part about it is that it's genuine. Like, that's how he is off camera, out of the interviews. He's the exact same way, and he still looks out for me now, which is amazing too. Again, not just about a basketball player, but he helps people too. He helps you as a person.
Well, I told you, I follow Rutgers only basically by reading about it and watching some little bit. But you not only had a great year on the court, but everything you said and everything I read about you in the Ledger or the Poster, wherever, you always said the right thing. Picked off by Green, goes down himself, slotted away by number 1, Aiden Castro. But you always seem to say the right thing after a loss, after a win, about the tournament, about the coach, about your teammates. You always seem to say the right thing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, a lot of great teachers. A lot of great teachers in my life.
Here comes Paula. No good. Off Taylor.
These guys are really fighting right now. A lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of hustle.
Well, you don't know much about the township in sports, but Colonia and Woodbridge are arch rivals in everything, boys, girls.
Yeah, I
basketball,
picked up on
football, baseball. They could play tiddlywinks and it would be an intense game.
I picked up on it really fast doing my workouts because, like I said, all these kids were here and we would play 5-on-5 at the end, and they would only pick their teammates.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Woodbridge kids would pick the Woodbridge kids.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
might as well play with each other.
Yeah, and then they'd all start talking a little friendly trash. It was great, man. It was really good.
So what does somebody do if they're interested? We're on Facebook Live as well as TikTok Live. What does somebody do if they want to get involved in Geo Baker teaching their kids, their grandkids basketball? What do they do? What's the numbers? What's the Twitters? What's the Facebooks?
Yeah, so I have a website, geobakerathletics.com. Really easy to just register. You go in, fill out the information, your name, your email, the kid, how old they are. And then, we just get back to you via email. And then we're also on social media, GB Athletics. You can find us there. And then myself, Geo Baker. All that is really available. And I always make sure to respond in a timely fashion.
Great. And you do high school kids from 3 to 4:30?
Yeah, so we changed it a little bit in the winter.
Okay.
In the winter, just because.
Oh, because of the season.
All the high schoolers are in season. They don't really have as much time, so we just do one workout from 3:30 to 5 for middle school and high school. We've made a couple exceptions though for some elementary school kids as well. So a lot of elementary school kids have been coming too in the winter.
Oh, really? Do you do any personal one-on-one training aside from your classes?
Yep. So I don't really have a set schedule for the one-on-one training, but
beautiful pass down low
to
number 15, Noah Taylor.
Basically what we've just been doing though is, I just say reach out to me if you want to do some one-on-one training. Then we figure out pricing and schedule, and it's custom, so there's no real set schedule for the one-on-one stuff.
Now, did you always want to do that part of your current life in terms of training?
It's a new passion, but at the same time, it's not. I've always been a teacher at heart. Even as a kid, I would do all the basketball drills, and my friends would want to make the team, and I'm like, all right, just come work out with me, and I would put us all through some drills. So it was always fun to teach my friends, and even at Rutgers, I was the leader of the team. I felt like I had to be a coach in a sense, like a player coach, and that kind of translated to what I'm doing now and training.
Micah Eaton has 4 this half, and then steal by Anderson. And basket by Anderson.
Gotta get stops.
So Woodbridge now looks like they're getting the feeling of the run they had in the first quarter. Long range, no good.
Oh.
Rebound, Durkak. And he's fouled.
He's going to be a real good player.
Oh, my goodness. Well, see, that up there is G. Durkak. That's his father, 1,134 points.
Yeah, I got a chance to meet his dad. Really good family, really good people,
Yeah, he's cool. I just saw them all at the daughter's game. She's a stud.
I've heard.
A junior at Colonia here. She's an absolute stud, and her best friend, Madison Chair, is a senior, just got to the all-time leading girls scoring title.
Wow.
In the last game. But I told her, I said, you realize you're only going to have this for 10 minutes because your friend's right behind you. And she said, yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, they're a real basketball family.
Yeah, the Durkaks and the Chieras live across the street from each other in Colonia, not far from where I live. And the Jay Chiera up there is his brother, Justin Chiera.
Okay.
So this is where, obviously, this is where Eric LeGrand went to high school.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
I used to call his football games, I'm telling you, man, it was like a man among boys when he played. There was a game once.
I've heard, and he's on the rafters as well.
Oh yeah. I remember one game. I think it was up at Ridge, a while away. We called I think it was a playoff game, and they were having real problems with the snaps in the center, and the quarterback getting there, whatever. So at one point, the coach just said, "Eric, stand behind the center, get the ball, and just do what you want.
Do what you
And
gotta
he would
do.
just take the ball and run left, take the ball, run right.
Yeah, no, I heard a ton of stories. I heard he was a real beast. And I don't know if you know this, but Curette is actually Eric's cousin.
Oh, really?
James Curette is Eric's cousin, yeah.
Oh, so those two kids are related to Curette?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all family.
They're two of your first clients, right?
They
Eric's
are.
nephews?
Both of them and James Curette.
Oh, James, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Curette? I've been saying Curette.
Yeah.
It's Curette?
Don't quote me.
All
on
right.
That. Don't quote me on that.
Aiden Durkak sinks another one. He's got 12. Colonia has 50. Had a 20-point lead with 3+ to go in the third quarter. John McCormick, Gio Baker, calling the game for you from Colonia High School. We are live on TikTok, live on Facebook. Foul. So the first time I met you was at Eric LeGrand's grand opening of his coffee house.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And he had an all-star cast. He had you, he had a couple other players. He had Hobbs, he had Shiano, he had who else?
The governor was there.
Oh, governor was there. I forgot. That's in your field. They're the heroes. In my field, the governor's the hero. But he was there too. A bunch of people from Woodbridge.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great time.
Oh man, I'm telling you. What I said then was, he became the first retail tenant of our downtown redevelopment. We got a bunch of new apartment complexes coming in, luxury apartments, and to have Eric LeGrand Coffee House as our first tenant down there, it's not ours, but private, but just amazing for all of the image of Woodbridge Township.
Yeah.
Because Eric is such a good guy.
He's a real inspiration, too, to all the athletes.
Down low to Conklin. Good pass over to Taylor.
Oh.
Knocked out of the gym by number 32, Nadino Joseph.
He couldn't believe that foul call. He couldn't believe it.
I didn't think it was a foul.
I didn't either. That's how the game goes sometimes, though. You can't complain about any of the calls. It's an imperfect game. That's what makes it so beautiful.
So I know when I interviewed you on TV before your camp opened, we talked about how you went up from New Hampshire down to Rutgers. Tell that story to our audience.
Yeah, so small town in New Hampshire is where I'm from, Derry, New Hampshire. It's about 40 minutes from Boston. Rutgers started recruiting me my junior year of college. My junior year of high school. Coach Peichel actually coached my trainer, my mentor, when he was in college, so at GW.
So that was your link.
That was the link, and I trusted my mentor with
long
everything.
range.
Good. Good to see him make that shot. And I trusted him with everything, and he said, listen, Coach Peichel a great guy. He's going to help you grow. Coach Hobbs, who's also on the staff at Rutgers, was the head coach at GW at the time. So just people that he trusted, and I trusted my mentor. And great defense right now. Getting loud in here. But, just that connection really helped. And then I visited Rutgers, and I fell in love with the campus, the people, the academic advisor was great. Everything was amazing about it. It felt like a second home, and I think I was right because I'm still here. I'm still in New Jersey. I'm still in New Jersey, so it's great.
Might have tried to do too much down there. But you live in Jersey City, right?
Yeah, I live in Jersey City now. I love it out there.
That city's really had a renaissance.
Yeah, I've heard it's really on the up and up right now.
Long range, no good. Rebound, Durkak. Nice give and go with Taylor. Way up, right in. He's got 11.
He's a beast, man. He's really
He's
good.
the biggest guy.
Yeah.
There's taller, but he's got the most bulk of anybody on the court. We said that before.
And he just kind of always finds his way around the rim. Great positioning.
Do you know either coach here?
I've met both of them. Coach Rodriguez, I actually worked out his son a couple of times, and I've talked basically every kid on Woodbridge I've worked with, so I've talked to the Woodbridge coach a bunch as well. And I actually got their whole team. I got their whole team tickets to the Rutgers game.
Oh, no kidding.
To the Rutgers scrimmage versus Fairfield. So I got their entire team tickets. Got a chance to meet the coaching staff. It was great.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That gym has become a feared place to play for opponents.
Oh yeah, it gets real loud in there.
And I have not been there this year or last year.
Yeah, you got to make sure to check it out this year.
Ooh. So Durkak's older brother would have had 1,000 points here at Colonia, but he was a victim of missing a lot of games because of COVID. He would have been a surefire 1,000-point scorer.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a real good player. He's over at Merrimack now.
Right. I like Merrimack College because it sounds like Merrimack.
Yeah.
Colonia up 55-34 now, 21-point lead, under a minute to go in the third quarter. You got to wonder if there's enough time for Woodbridge to mount the comeback, and there's a foul shot for Paula. He's up to 8 points. Do you have the Anderson, the twins?
Yeah. They've come to the workouts as well. I know that they're pretty big football stars too.
Yeah, they are.
I've been hearing.
That's a dad right over there. He's a councilman in town.
Okay, awesome.
We run together every 4 years, and we'll be running again in 2023.
Yeah. No, yeah. As soon as football ended, they started coming almost every day, and great kids and super.
Yeah,
skilled.
they're real good kids.
Yeah.
Man, he just put 3 in a row in. Here comes Durkak. They're not letting up at all. They've got a big lead, but you wouldn't know it.
All right.
Oh, good shot there by Jace Green. He's got 5. Here's Anderson, blocked a little bit. I thought it was tipped. Rebound Durkak. Durkak's a guard. He's the tallest kid in the court, and he's a guard.
I swear, every time I see him, it looks like he grew a little bit.
I know.
Like, he looks a little bit taller than the fall. Oh.
What's that, 0.7? Jones up now with chance for 2 shots and a 20-point lead. Under a second to go. Jones sinks one. His first points this half. Into the game now, number 30 for Woodbridge, Currit. Taylor's out. Number 3 ready to come in is Charles Hommel. And Woodbridge will take the ball out. Probably not enough time to get a shot off. If they do, it'll be from more than half court.
Little miracle. Oh.
Whoa, there's a lucky fan. So the third quarter ends with Colonia up 59-37 over Woodbridge. Why don't we take a short break? Let me do the stats, and we'll be back in a minute.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
All right, we're back. John McCormick, Geo Baker, Colonia High School for the visiting Barons against the home Patriots, and it's 59-37 Colonia. I'm off 2 points for each score team, but I'll tell you what I have. 3 quarters, Dylan Conklin has 2. Anthony Gooden has 11. Noah Taylor has 11. James Currit has 10. Jaden Jones has 9. Aiden Durkak has 14. That adds up to 57, but there is 59 on the board, so I missed something. And for the Barons, 10 for Aiden Castro, 10 for Kendall Paula, 2 for Aiden Castro, 12 for Micah Eason, 5 Jay Screen, 6 Derek Anderson, 4 Brian Anderson. That's 37. So a steep hill to climb here for Woodbridge.
Most definitely.
22 points, which was half of what they had through 3 quarters, and that's up and no good. Rebound Woodbridge. Anderson brings it up. Fouled either number 1 or number 30. Number 1 for Colonia is Zach Smith. In comes Noah Taylor. Out goes Smith. Out goes Currett. In comes Jones. Out goes Hummel. We got Jace Green, Aiden Durkak, Noah Taylor, Jaden Jones, and Zach Smith for Colonia now. Anderson to Anderson. Picked off.
Indeed.
Back off. Pollitt down low. Good pass.
Oh.
And a foul by Durkak. So for Woodbridge, we have 15 Brian Anderson, 3 Micah Eason, 0 Kendall Pala, 11 Derek Anderson. And where's my other guy, missing guy? 32 is Nadino Joseph. So you said you've been to this gym once before?
I have. I've been here once before. Coach Rodriguez was running a basketball camp. He invited me to come over and just speak a little bit and got a chance to talk to all the kids. Yeah.
Was this what grade were you in?
This was last summer, I believe.
Okay, so you're already Geo Baker.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always been Geo Baker, but you are now officially Geo Baker.
Yeah. I remember Aiden was actually at the camp, and I'm sure some of the other guys were as well. But I remember Aiden came up to me, and I got a chance to talk to him a little bit.
I'll bet Aiden's been going to basketball camp since probably 4 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
And if there's a kid on the court that you look and you say, okay, where's the next 1,000-point scorer? It's him.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely Aiden.
He's doing this kind of damage as a freshman.
Yeah, he's good and he's confident, right? There's obviously that you don't want to be too cocky, but he doesn't have that. He has that confidence about him where he knows he's a really good player.
Yeah, exactly. Confidence but not cockiness.
Yep.
Kind of like you. Colonia's in no hurry to be shooting here with the big lead that they have. Right. The more time they take off the clock, the better. And Durkak is fouled.
He's been drawing a ton of fouls.
7 for Colonia, 5 for Woodbridge. And you got to look at 21 points in 6 minutes and say it's all but impossible for Woodbridge to get back in the game.
Yeah, looking real tough right now.
Anderson coming in for Woodbridge along with Castro. They join Pala, Joseph, and Eason. Durkak's up to 15 now. Rebound. Durkak.
Have you gotten to know the coaches pretty well?
Not really the coaches. The players more than the coaches.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Anderson boys I've known since they were kids. I've known Aiden Durkak since he was young. Jones is at least a 2-sport star. He's the star on the football team. So we always talk to him.
Oh.
We used to interview kids after the game. From the winning team, we got out of the habit with COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get to know the kids. I don't know really either coach that well. I know the athletic directors, of course, very well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Two really good coaches, 2 really good guys. And, they do it for the right reasons.
Yeah, Rodriguez, I like. He's had good teams year after year. Tazinski's fairly new, but Rodriguez has been here for a while. Long range Pala, it's good. He's got 13. That third headset, does it work? No, if I call Kyle over. Kyle, you want to come out for a couple of minutes with Gio? You know Gio, right?
I have not met him.
Oh, Kyle Anderson.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
If I could just calling over our councilman, Kyle Anderson. Let me slide over a little bit here. If you want to figure, since your kids are, you know him a lot better than you do there.
Yeah, actually, I followed Gio's career. My son, who just left, he's a coach at Scotch Plains. He took a picture with you over the summer.
Okay, cool. Really
we're big fans of Rutgers.
Yeah, I appreciate it a lot. It was a fun career, fun time over there. I loved it.
What do you think of Woodbridge Township basketball here?
I love it, man. Yeah, I'm fully invested now, and I was saying to Mayor Mack, like, I've worked with basically the whole Woodbridge team. I've worked with a lot of the kids at Colonia, so it's fun to be here because they were talking trash the whole fall, and all the workouts. So it's fun to be here and actually see them play against each other. It's good.
My sons Derek and Brian worked out with you, so they had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They learned a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to promote it as much as I can to the players in town, to the upcoming talent, that we have somebody from Rutgers that not only played at Rutgers but started Rutgers.
Thank you.
Helping out our township.
I appreciate that a lot. No, they were doing a great job. Derek actually texted me before the game. Like, are you coming today? So yeah, a couple of them did too. So I made sure to be here today. Because I wanted to see the work that they've been putting in.
So what's your take on this game so far?
It's been good. I mean, it's been a really aggressive game. I feel like both teams have been attacking, a lot of fouls. And, these guys are playing hard, a lot of offensive rebounds, so it's been fun to watch. Not as much trash talking as I expected.
Yeah. Early on, I saw Brian mutter a few words on a conversion. But they all, with these kids now, they know each other.
Yeah, exactly.
They've known each other so long, whereas when I was a kid, we didn't have the social media or the crosstown where we did all the camps and clinics with one another. But so, Mayor and Gio, going into this game, I said, Woodbridge obviously is a transitional team. They don't have the size that Colonia has, and Colonia is a very long team. And I thought that if Colonia could get this into a running if Woodbridge could get this into a running game, they had a shot. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It seems like that Colonia has been doing a good job of getting back on defense and making sure to track these guys before they get out and run. Because that was the first thing I was thinking, too, is Colonia has more size than them at basically every position. So to combat that, you have to run, you have to get out. But obviously, they've only scored 44 compared to Colonia's 64. So it seems like Colonia's been doing a great job of just getting back and finding their man.
And Woodbridge closed a 9-point gap with a great run in the first quarter there. And then had the same thing in the third quarter with a nice run, but just not enough. Colonia just too big and too fast.
Yeah, it seems like they've answered every counter that Woodbridge has had, and that's the thing is you can, even if you do get out and run, you got to be able to get stops too, and they haven't found a way to get stops.
And when you try to press, you're going to give up that easy bucket if you don't get the turnover.
Exactly.
Here again, we're in this press situation in order to get back into the game, but. I knew, Woodbridge, if they got into a half-court situation with them or if they were pressing too much, it was going to be hard for them to keep up. Aiden Durkak has been a big difference today, too.
Man, he's going to be special.
Yeah.
He's going to be really, really good.
So, Aiden and the boys have grown up playing against each other, but he's just a very long player, and going into this game, I felt that, he's been shooting mostly under 11 points, but today he really opened up his game. You saw how long he is and how much ground he takes up when he goes for a layup.
Yeah, I mean, and like any freshman in any situation, you see the same thing in college. It's going to take time to adjust. No matter how good of a player you are,
understanding
your role, being with older guys. It's just always going to be a new team. It's always going to be different. And like you said, he hasn't really scored anything above 11. But
as you continue, he's got 15 now.
Right, until you get more comfortable. And, and also the thing about him too is. He's a gamer. He rises to the occasion. So he's hearing rivalry game, Woodbridge.
Absolutely.
He was one of the kids talking trash in the fall. He was ready for it. You know what I mean? Being able to rise up to that occasion is it's just something that not every kid has.
The cool thing about it was Aiden played football this year, And the night before the football game, I think Mayor and I were talking about it. I bumped into him at Dick's, and he and Derek,
you did tell us, yeah.
he and Derek, had this mutual respect. Like they knew, like the game. We ended up losing to them 14-13. But this the handshake and the mutual respect.
Yeah.
It's something
they're good kids.
Yeah, they're good kids. They know it's all about like the competition, but at the end of the day, it's a bigger picture.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I think they all have that too. Like even at the training, like I said, all these kids were there together. They were all growing together. And you've seen it on the court even today when one of them falls down.
Yeah.
All these guys are going and picking each other up. It doesn't matter which team they're on. And it's like you said, it's obviously competitive, and that's our nature as athletes. But it's more than that. It's respect, and these are good kids and great coaches as mentors on both sides too.
Do they play together in the off season at all and travel?
They do. So my boys have played for both the Woodbridge Wizards and the Garden State Heavyweights. As teenagers, they've played more for the Heavyweights, so they tend to play up with Jaden Jones and Dylan Conklin and Matt. What's Matt's last name? Matthew.
I don't have a Matthew.
No? I have Matt. I don't think his name's on there. Yeah.
Oh, there's one guy we don't know.
Yeah.
There's number 23. We have no idea who it is.
That's Matt.
All right.
I can't. His father's a coach, and I can't. I'm having a mental block.
Coach
on the
of Colonia?
Name. Yeah. No, he's one of the AAU coaches.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But these kids they do work out together.
Yeah.
I was going through my pictures this morning, and I had a picture of Brian and Derek lead blocking in a football game for Jaden Jones.
Oh, really?
It's one of the best pictures I've ever had, like of them in youth football. And I wanted to put something up today about these guys that lead blocking for them, but now they're going to try to block them today. But Jaden has started out the season on fire, he cooled down a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
But he's got that leadership, that quarterback mentality.
Wow, Pala with another
Kendall
three.
Pala is really lighting it up. He's very long range, and he can really let it go.
Kendall was one of my first kids to start coming to training, and funny story, he didn't have a ride to training, so I told him I would just pick him up. I picked him up at McDonald's, brought him to the workout.
He needs to go there a few more times, right?
Yeah.
Now, so I remember hearing about when you got to Rutgers, you were like somewhere around 140, 150 pounds?
Yeah, about around 150 pounds.
Okay.
Right? Soaking wet. Yeah.
And so was that like something that a lot of coaches hesitated on recruiting you because of your, lack of muscle?
I think it was part of it. I don't know if that was the biggest part of it. I mean, a huge part was I was from New Hampshire, so I wasn't in this basketball hotbed. Right, exactly. So I wasn't in that type of area. So I wasn't on like a sneaker sponsored team. I wasn't on one of those teams. So I was really under recruited in general just because a lot of people didn't see me.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I was super skinny. They were questioning if I was going to be able to last in the physical Big Ten. And the Big Ten is a super physical league. But Coach Peichel, I think, just trusted my IQ and, different skill set and my communication skills, too. Like a big part of what we did at Rutgers was the way I was able to talk to some of the other guys and help some of these other guys grow. But it may have been a factor for sure that I was super skinny and I was tiny.
What other schools besides Rutgers would you say were in those top three schools for you?
There was no other like Power 5 conferences, Power 5 schools. It was George Mason, George Washington, Boston University, Northeastern. It was around those type of schools. Yeah, but Rutgers took a chance.
Okay.
And
it worked.
Yeah, it worked out great.
It did work out, but looking at a player like a Kendall or a Micah, some players that are undersized.
Yeah, definitely.
I went to Trenton State, which is TCNJ. There goes Aiden. Look at that. So this year was his first year.
He picked it off.
This year was his first year playing football, and right there you saw like that is where like a natural receiver running down,
running the route.
Yeah, running the route.
I remember he had a huge catch in a game. I don't know if you were calling that one with me, but he had a huge catch.
Yeah, actually, it was against Woodbridge. I believe
okay.
You and I called that game.
We called that game, yeah.
And Aiden made a big, third down and long catch.
I think I saw the picture of that. I think it was a really good picture of it. I remember seeing it on his Instagram.
I thought it would be good for, him to get in and work out with the football players, and really build on to his frame. He's limping right now, but
that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, but he's a special basketball player. He's got a bright future here.
For sure. And yeah, I mean, working on your frame is just, one part of the game. Like, there's obviously guys who need to come in, work on their shooting. There's guys who need to come in, work on their dribbling, their passing. And, it's the same thing with, you just have to have attention to detail and go in and weight lift every day, do the right things, eat the right things, making sure you take care of the body, listen to, the trainers and the weight staff. And, that'll all work itself out.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Teaching these kids how to eat and when to eat is vital. What did you end up at size-wise when you finished?
Yeah, so my last year I was around 190. I was hovering around over there. And it's funny, though, my freshman year when I came in, I was 150, like you said, and I actually gained 30 pounds in the summer.
Oh,
it was like it was 3 months. I got all the way up to 180.
Was that the COVID year when we all got big?
No. No, the COVID year I got small. COVID year I was barely in the weight room.
Let me mention these guys coming in the game because they're all coming kind of off the bench. Number 3, we know Charles Hommel. Number 11 is Nigel Hill. Number 22 is Dylan Chiara. I said Hommel. Number 1 we know is Zach Smith. And who else is there?
Number
11. 12. Has he been in the game? Oh, no, Isaiah Barber, number 12. For Woodbridge, let's see if we get these guys. Number 31 we know is Kenny D'Souza. Number 1 is Aiden Castro. Number 12, Jordan Williams-Byron. What's that guy's number? 22, Ricardo Reyes.
Ricardo's a freshman.
And
nice
31 we said D'Souza, missing somebody. I want to make sure I mention all their names. 22, Jordan Williams-Byron, we got them all. So one more time before we close, give our listeners information about how to look you up on the different social medias. Give me the details again.
Yeah, you guys can find me on my website, geobakerathletics.com. You can also find me on socials, GB Athletics, as well as my personal, Geo Baker. It's Geo_Baker_1. And then, just want to add again that we also do baseball training with Justin Silva as well. And, he's been doing some pitching, and he's been doing a great job with that. So, I always make sure to get right back to you guys pretty quickly. So definitely reach out, and, it's been great working with all the kids, and I'm sure that your kids will love it as well.
And I always wanted the club to have athletic training. We tried overall training. We have training. When you join, remember, you can get personal training. But I wanted to do something more. And then all of a sudden, Eric LeGrand texted me one day and said, Geo Baker's looking for a place to open up a clinic. So right away, we thought about the club at Woodbridge and the basketball courts up there. And you and I met, and we talked, and we toured, and we looked at Rush Street, we looked at Woodbridge Middle. We had a lot of great courts right in the center of downtown. And the rest is history. We got you signed up, and you've been terrific there, and we're looking for big things. And actually, by September, the courts will be brand new, which you and I have talked about. We're going to close them down for the summer, and we'll make available the other high schools for the people that belong to the club. But it's going to be great starting September to have that brand new court to go with.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's great. Yeah, and I've loved every second of it. And
how do you like the facilities at the club?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's just a big space, great, and all the kids love it too. And you kind of get a little bit of everything there. Like we were talking about baseball training, football. There's a hockey rink over there. Basketball, weight room.
Right.
Everything's over there.
But your section's old. It's the last piece we haven't done yet. And wait till you see it when September rolls around.
No, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be really fun. I love it. The crowd gets loud when a bench player scores.
Yeah,
it's always the best feeling when your guy who doesn't always get a lot of shine comes in.
You can tell the fans they follow the game. They know exactly what's going on. And Hommel scored, and they went nuts.
Little bounce pass there to Casey.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this year, Woodbridge and Colonia, because of the change in divisions, will only play each other once this year.
Oh, really?
So usually we do a home and home, but because they weren't playing each other, Woodbridge entered their tournament here, which was also for a great cause for Eric LeGrand's benefit.
For sure.
Well, thank you, folks, for watching. John McCormick, your mayor, part-time sports announcer, joined by the great Geo Baker for the second half. Geo, thank you very much. Any closing thoughts?
Oh, no, just great game, great to be here. I appreciate you, and I'm excited to continue to build in the Woodbridge Township. It's been super fun, and, I'm looking forward to continue working with all the kids.
And so are we. And Kyle, 2 kids in the game, losing side today, but 4-1 so far.
Yeah, actually, great great season so far, great start for Woodbridge, and they have the chance to bounce back against Westfield tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. But both teams look like they're off to a good start this year.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Kyle Anderson. Thank you, Gio Baker. John McCormick signing off from Colonia High School, TV 35, coverage of high school sports.